Chicago Bears safety Kobe Bryant went down with an injury in the early parts of training camp, and the Chicago Bears responding by signing safety Xavier Woods. How we feeling about that? I think I'm intrigued. And then Jordan Vandenberg has reportedly been lighting up during training camp. My biggest question is he's this year Cal Monangai for the Chicago Bears? Plus, it's Mailbag Day. It's time to have some fun. But before we talk about it, break it all down and have that fun, you already know you gotta hear the music first. What's going on, Chicago Bear fans, and welcome back into another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by my dog, C-Dub. So if y'all tuned in, support the channel the easiest way possible. Simply hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. C-Dub, what's the word?
One more week. No, C-Ball ain't playing next week, bro. But the Bears playing. We gonna find out though. I don't think he playing though. I hope he playing.
Hey, but we Tyson might be Baging, and you know what I'm saying. He can come in and dice some shit up so we can watch.
All right, I'm happy for Tyson.
To watch.
I'm happy for Tyson too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, the real, ain't you glad the Beijing baddies went into their hole?
They had to.
Now we can just accept Tyson for who he really is. QB too.
Back up.
That's it.
Back me up, brother. Back me up. Get my back.
But C-Dub, the Chicago Bears, after losing Kobe Bryant, and we still don't have a clear timeline. Adam Schefter reported that it was going to be 8 to 10 weeks. Ben Johnson came to the podium and said, I don't know what y'all talking about. So we just got to wait and see. But the Chicago Bears responded by going to get safety Xavier Woods, who played for the Tennessee Titans last year, ended the season with 39 tackles, 2 interceptions, 3 pass deflections, and a sack. He started in 11 out of 10. He started in 10 out of 11 games last year. And according to Pro Football Network safety impact score, he ranked 42nd among 85 qualified safeties. For reference, ladies and gentlemen, that score is above safeties like Buda Baker, Malachi Starks, Jaquan Brisker, and Javon Bullard. C-Dub, how you feeling about the Chicago Bears signing Xavier Woods?
I think it's a really good signing, and I'll speak about what type of signing it is in a minute. Xavier Woods is a solid veteran safety that has seen everything that you can possibly see in a game of football while playing the safety position. He'll be a great guy for the Bears to have in that defensive backfield, and he will bring some much needed leadership that I've been talking about for the last several weeks. Now let's talk about what kind of signing this is. A signing of this caliber for a guy like Xavier Woods, a solid veteran safety, means that the Chicago Bears are trying to keep the goal in front of them. Like, they need somebody that can really captain the ship until the regular captain is back in Kobe Bryant. I think Ryan Poles really did a good job on this one, because he had a gang of guys that was available. I think this guy's the best choice from all the rest of those guys. It's just unfortunate that injuries happen in the NFL. In my view, you hope that you can get them early, for you can get them back there on the field as quickly as possible. But the injuries is going to happen. And Xavier Woods, I think he can be the placeholder until Kobe Bryant gets back. And then when Kobe Bryant gets back, he's going to add some much needed depth to the safety position.
I agree with you. I think that this is probably the CJ Garner Johnson. We're doing a lot of references this morning, but this is your CJ Garner Johnson signing, but in the form of Xavier Woods, who's a really solid safety, like you mentioned. I love the addition of him. He's going to be able to come in, provide some veteran leadership. He's going to be able to drop down in the box, be able to provide you with some blitz packages as well. So he's going to maintain the goal that the Bears defense has set out, and that's maintain the versatility amongst your safeties to where you can drop either one down in the box, or you can play single high with one of them, or you can have them cover, you know what I'm saying, the two hashes if they play cover two and play or to play too deep. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he actually is when the games do roll around. But I'm glad that they took care of, and went out there and made a good signing. And he has familiarity with the Al Harris and a Dennis Allen already. So I think that was definitely a plus plus. And they probably had some input in that decision. Brian Post definitely probably like, hey, you go one of y'all old guys. You want, like, yeah, we can rock with them. And they came and brought him in into the team. So hopefully this is just somebody that can come in and fill the void until, like you said, the captain come back to guide the ship. Because we hoping this Bears defense can at least get to the middle of the pack. But I ain't mad at the signing. I think it's really, really good for the Chicago Bears. Now, C-Dub, we hearing a lot about a young whooper snapper, but he a big mofo. And that's it, Jordan Vandenberg. He has been receiving a lot of attention the last few days in training camp. Brad Briggs of Chicago Tribune observed the rookie and said that he's been blowing up the third team offensive line during 9-on-7 period, and then overpowering big guys like Luke Newman and Logan Jones on one-on-one drills. He also spent some time with the starters during run drills. C-Dub, the biggest question is this going to be this year's Kyle Manon guy for the Chicago Bears, or we got to wait and see a little bit longer?
I've been praying to the football gods. I've been praying to George Halas. I've been praying to Ryan Poles. Get somebody on this defense that can be a difference maker, that could be an impact player. Now, I know this is a six round pick, six round selection in Jordan Vandenberg, but that's all I've been hearing. He been getting juiced up. I'm talking about hyped up by everybody that talk about him. They glowing when you can see their eyeballs when they talk about Jordan. Okay. Because I've been needing somebody to come and help this defense because I am so unsure about it. But I'm willing. I told y'all I'm unsure, but I'm willing to be wrong. I hope to God that I'm wrong. Let's just think about this. The Bears, they scored with Kyle Monangai. Kyle Monangai, one of the top 15 running back in this damn league or something. Maybe not the numbers wise, but he a dangerous individual. He hard to get on the ground. He runs tough, and he's just motivated being drafted in the final round of the NFL draft. Can Ryan Poles actually score 2 seasons in a row and get 2 impact players in a disregarded round in the NFL
Facts. It absolutely is a disregarded round for real. Because most of those guys that come out of 6th or 7th round, yeah, you might get some that pop, maybe. But 9 times out of 10, these people either go on special teams or they hit the practice squad more often than not. But I think that, man, I want to see a little bit more. I cannot wait to next week's preseason game. I'm going to be watching him closely.
Yes.
I'm going to be watching him closely because I watched him at Georgia Tech. His defensive line was buns. The hot dog buns, hamburger buns, all the buns, C-Dub. It was just buns. But when you did watch the defensive line and you seen his ass in the middle, bro, he was taking on double teams and triple teams. That spoke to how impressive he is. And if you watch the tape, you see he got a fast first step off of the snap. You see that he has power, and we're gonna see if he can translate all that into the NFL. I'm not ready to crown him. It's definitely an interesting question, but man, I'm going to be watching, because if he's putting on and you moving guys out of the way like a Luke Newman, like a Logan Jones, who is regarded as the best center in this year's draft, you moving those guys out the way and you making noise and grabbing the attention from not only the beat reporters, but also the fan base and also the coaching staff, to where they giving you starter, you know what I'm saying, reps. I got to see you, bro. I got to see it.
I got to ask you a question. Okay. Yeah, I remember a moniker they used to say about football players. They'd be like, he plays with his hair on fire.
Oh,
do you recognize that? Do you
Yes.
remember that? Do you
Yes.
think this describes Jordan Vandenberg?
It does early on. I got to see it on the actual field. That's why I can't wait till next week's preseason game, because I would imagine he's going to get some reps out there. And I want to see him go out there and wreak havoc. Go out there and wreak some havoc.
We need somebody that can. Is there anybody on the Bears defense that you could say that wreaks havoc on a game by game basis, or potential guy besides Jordan Vandenberg, of course, that you could say that possibly can go out there and wreak havoc every year?
You got Montez Sweat.
Wreak havoc every game.
It's probably not all game, but Montez Sweat, he can.
I'm talking about legitimate, nephew. Legitimately, every game you can count on this guy.
Montez Sweat is a second tier pass rusher, so that's what you.
It just don't. Okay, I hear you. It just don't enter my mind.
It's just levels to the shit. It's just levels to the shit. But it's been a while since the Bears had an interior.
Don't grade Montez Sweat on the curve, bro. Grade him like everybody else.
I am.
He wreak havoc every game.
He's not gonna wreak havoc all game. He's gonna have his moments. Okay. He's not gonna give it to you all game. Pause. Like Michael Parsons, Max Crosby, Myles Garrett. But he gonna have his moments. That's why he's a tier 2 pass rusher. The other guys mentioned, they tier 1. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
We don't have one of those guys on defense. I hope that we find one of those guys. Maybe Jalen Johnson on the cornerback position. He did go to the Pro Bowl a couple years ago, but he gotta get that respect again. He gotta get that clout again, because last year wasn't that. So if I was anybody, it'd be Jalen Johnson, but I don't know.
Okay. We'll see what happens. I just can't wait. Jordan Vandenberg, we own you. Let's see what's to it. But hey, that's it from us, y'all. It's time to get into this mailbag. Let us know your thoughts and comments and everything down below about the signing of Xavier Woods and your expectations for Jordan Vandenberg next week, upcoming preseason game. We're getting closer to C-ball. But it's time for the mailbag. C-Dub, we're going to kick this first one off. This first one is from Vaughn, from Indy.
What's good, my guy? Hey, this is Vaughn from Indianapolis. Haven't been able to listen that much this week, back to work, you know what I'm saying? So try to catch it when I can. I'm not exactly sure what I'm about to say pertains to any relevant topic that you discussed this week, but I just kind of want to give a shout out to Ryan Poles. I've been hard on the dude, in the past, particularly when it comes to the draft. I mean, nobody bats 1,000. Free agency, nobody bats 1,000. Like I said, but all in all, I love the way he's trending. And the reason I say that is because, re-upping Darnell Wright, the fact that he's one of the better tackles in the game right now, and the guy that he took a lot of flack for taking over Jalen Carter. So that's a big kudos, big ups to him for that. And then just recently, this is what I mean by the trend. I mean, from everything that we're hearing about Loveland and Burton, and it's not just what we're hearing, it's what we saw last year. So we know that, there's something behind what we're hearing. We know that those guys are dynamic. And, this might go down, and I know this is premature, as one of the best 1-2, draft picks, first, second round in Bears history, And again, I know I'm being premature, but I don't know if it's a stretch to say that Colston will be a top 5 tight end, by the start of next season. And I think Luther's talent is, I don't even know how to describe it. He had horrible quarterback play at Missouri, but when you just watch the video of that guy, man, he's like, I don't know if most of the listening audience can remember, but he's like a Peter Warwick type, man, where he's almost like a running back when he gets the ball, and his ability to, stop, start, his twitchiness. I mean, it's very rare. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Odell Beckham Jr. and, with his run after the catch. But he's got tremendous traits and very good hands. He's tough. He's got that cockiness needed, to be a great wide receiver. So, I just say big ups to Poles, for Darnell Wright, for, Colston Loveland, which, barring anything unforeseen, he'll probably set the market for tight ends, when he comes up. I know I'm jumping the gun here, but and then, Luther looks like he could, heck, maybe be wide receiver 1 in year 2. So, big ups to Poles, and let's hope this continues. But I mean, with Wright and Loveland and Burton, man, I think our draft picks are trending in the right direction, our early picks. So bear down.
Appreciate the call, Vaughn. Hey, C-Dub, what you got?
Hey, shout out Vaughn with a great mailbag. When I think about Ryan Poles, bro, he is elite at decision making. Let's just go back. Caleb Williams, you think that's a layup, but it was a lot of smoke about Jaden Daniels and that kid up in New England as well. You could go on to the Darnell Wright situation. I think we came out an upper hand on that situation, even though I like Jalen Carter. Luther Burton in the second round. I always told y'all he's a first round number 1 wide receiver. That's what he is. Simple as that. Calvin guy, great decision in choosing him in the final round of the draft, and he got a chance right here to bubble again with the guy Jordan Vandenberg. Plus the decisions to let go of certain guys I would not name, wide receivers that was kind of start talking crazy in the locker room. Got rid of him as soon as he opened his mouth. Ryan Poles can be pretty much summed up as an elite decision maker. That's how I'll talk about Ryan Poles.
For sure. I agree with a lot of those sentiments, especially when you talk about Ryan Poles in his first round selections. They look like they all going to be here for some time. Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, Darnell Wright, Colston Loveland, and the list goes on. Now, it definitely got some misses, but that's every GM. You don't hit on every one. And one thing that I appreciate is when you talk about that wide receiver who had a lot of talent and had to get his ass out of Dodge, he didn't justify the situation. And what about the man? What was the damn right? The offensive lineman name? I can't remember, but y'all remember the big guy. And was it Nate Davis?
Nate Davis.
Yeah, y'all remember him. He didn't try to justify it. Oh, you don't want to work? Get out. We won't work us here. And that's what made it happen. But as far as the offensive side of the ball with the guys that you mentioned, yes, we all love Luke Vader is what I'm calling him all season. I'm about to get me a shirt made, by the way. His name is Luke Vader. He'll choke you out and cross you up on the football court. On the football court. But hey, and I think that right now you're looking at some guys, and I want to remind everybody, don't forget about Rome Odunze, bro. Don't forget about him. I know we love Luther. We do. But don't forget about his running mate in Rome Odunze. He gonna have something to say this season as well. I think if y'all want to have a debate about who's better, who you think gonna be better, I don't want to entertain that right now. But I'm just gonna say, don't forget about Rome and Colston Loveland. Come on now. He's definitely about to be inserted in that top 5 tight ends. He's already listed in certain rankings at top 10. He's definitely about to trend to top 5. Get ready for it. But hey, we appreciate the call, Vaughn. C-Dub, we about to get into this next one and holler at the Dark Knight. This one is from Milton.
Yo, Chicago Bears Central alongside them Cognac boys. What it do is Milton the Dark Knight calling in from Virginia Beach once again on this beautiful Friday. Also hot and humid as well. That being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Man, this defense, it just seemed like when it rains, it pours when it comes to these injuries, though, man, especially with our new secondary. Wow. But I'm glad that the Chicago Bears have picked up veteran safety Xavier Woods that used to play with Dallas. And it's another good thing that he's familiar with both D.A. and Al Harris, so they know the guy. So hopefully, I think this is kind of like how it was when we picked up C.J. Gardner-Johnson last year, and it rejuvenated his love for football, like he said, before he went and played for a new team. But Xavier Woods, he's a nice option for us, especially with Kobe Bryant being hurt out for almost 2 months and everything. So that's a good insurance package to that. And also they signed an undrafted rookie, William Wright, out of Tennessee, who's played for the Volunteers. He's supposed to be a good safety as well, so we should be good with that on our defensive line, though. But it's just, I'm not concerned. I should say concerned. I'm not worried. I'm not crashing out like some guys. It's like, oh man, it's going to happen all over again. We're going to be at the bottom of the damn league. It's like, no, calm the fuck down. Let's let them put it on wax first. Let's see what these guys are made of, and let the chips fall where they may. But they're doing the right thing. Went out and signed them, and I'm not happy that our guys are hurt, but I am glad that it's happening right before the regular season. So during the regular season, we have to be out there scrambling, trying to find, oh man, who can we sign off the street, or who's undrafted that didn't get signed yet, so we don't have to worry about that there. But anyway, on the offensive side, I'm really excited for these receivers and everything, and especially there has been some people talking about trading Cole Kmet and even Tyson Bagent. Is like, let's let the season play out. Because if they do end up trading them, this is going to be like their audition tape for another team if the Bears decide to go that way. Me personally, with the talent that both of those young men bring, I'd rather keep them. And especially this team has said 2 words, youth and speed. They keep preaching the youth and speed. So, not only will Bagent and Komet try to step up, but a lot of these undrafted rookies that we have signed on the roster currently, it's their time to step up with these guys getting hurt. They better make the best moments that they have, because, hey, they can sign them or they can come back on the practice squad. So this is the best opportunity for them to show what they got. And even if they don't sign, just do it anyway, because we're going to need all the help we're going to get. But anyway, gentlemen, I hope y'all have a good weekend. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Stay safe. As always, Chicago up, Bear down, FGB. I holla. And as always, it's going to be getting closer to Later.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Milton. We one more week closer to C-ball. But I love everything that you said. We talked about Xavier Woods early, so I'm going to pivot on to the last part of your voicemail, talking about Cole Kmet and Tyson Bagent. I think that we need to just stop talking about trading them, at least at this moment in time. We definitely know that Caleb Williams is a durable quarterback, but this is the NFL. We're going to knock on wood. If he has to miss a game, Tyson Bagent can come fill in for the game. You need good backups, bro. You need a good backup to come in and play to still maintain the system, still maintain the play. It's probably not going to be to that A+ level of Caleb Williams, but you need it close to as the A+ as possible. Same with Cole Kmet. Me personally, I think he enjoys this winning. And C-Dub, I don't know what the decisions are going to be down the road. Maybe it might be a tough decision, a money decision. But I'm honestly, I feel like Cole Kmet is one of those team players. He'd be like, you know what? I'll take the pay cut. I feel like he's one of those guys just to stick around the city of Chicago. Maybe I could be wrong in a couple years or so, but I think he could definitely be one of those guys, as long as the production maintains where it's supposed to be. I think he'll be a guy that wants to be a Bear for life, because once you a Bear, you always a Bear. We still gonna rock with CJ Gardner-Johnson as long as he not playing the Bears. When we see y'all in Buffalo down the road, we're gonna be like, no, you trash as hell, bro. But then after that, we're gonna rock with you again. It's just what it is. But I agree with Milton. We gotta keep the depth on this team. It's essential in the game of football.
Yeah, that's a little smidget of hope from you, nephew, because money talks and bullshit walks. And he's a really, 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 really good tight end, probably a Pro Bowl talent. So some team be like, hey, wait, hold on. You can't afford both of them here. What this look like, Cole? You want to go get this 50 to 60? Come on, stop it.
I agree. Fair enough.
I love what he talked about players taking advantage of this time, this kind of tragic time, because guys are injured. But those guys that are competing for spots and roles on this team got to look at Kobe White's injury, got to look at Montez Sweat's injury. It's opportunity. Be an asshole. You got to be an asshole. It's your opportunity to go out there and prove that maybe you better than Kobe. You're not better than Kobe. But maybe you better than Kobe. Maybe you good enough to get some to come in and sub in for Kobe. Go out there. It's your chance. That's what this football game is all about. It's about taking advantage of opportunities during play and doing gaining a roster spot. So it's up to those guys in that locker room, bro. Is you gonna be, oh man, Kobe out, bro? That's so sad. Or you be like, oh man, that motherfucker out, man. I'm finna go out here and go crazy.
For real. You better pick your poison.
Oh,
But hey, man, C-Dub, we're going to move on to this next one. This next one is from Xavier. Shout out to you, Milton. But y'all, this next one is from Xavier.
What's going on, guys? This is Xavier calling in, man. I just want to speak on a few things. I was thinking, man, looking at the clips of our offense, man, from training camp, man, we got so many weapons, bro. I got a question for y'all, man. Do y'all think it's possible for Caleb to go over 4,000 yards without one guy going for over 1,000? Now, don't get me wrong. I personally feel that Luther Burden will go for 1,000, and I feel Costa will go for 1,000. Rome will be probably somewhere around 800-900. But what I was looking at this offense, bro, everybody damn near can catch, bro. So the way I'm thinking is like, okay, our top three guys, Rome, Colston, and Luther all go for anywhere between 800 and 900. Then we got the guys like Cole Kmet, Roush, Jade Walker. Man, we even got this Caden Davis dude looking good. If he makes the team, and then our running backs, bro. If all of them can go for anywhere between 250 to 700. Bro, that's that like he can reach 4,000 without one guy going for 1,000. But that's just something I was thinking about because of how great the offense looks. But like I said, I do feel Luther's going for 1,000. I do feel that Coaston's going for 1,000. Personally, those are the guys who I think are going to reach that mark. But that's just something I was thinking about because it's so, bro. We have way too many weapons, bro. And then the Kobe Bryant injury, bro, it hurt. It's like, bro, one thing I don't want to see is injuries in preseason, bro. Most of the fans, bro, we still thinking about last year. We had a lot of injuries, and the injury guys, bro, they just can't do us like this 2 years in a row, bro. But like, I mean, a lot of teams have injuries. I get it, but bro, we cannot be hammered with injuries when we still got Kyler Gordon out. Then Braxton went down, and he's already on my shit list. He's not high on my list anyway, just based off of his play that he's been with the team. And I mean, but you know, he's not high on my list. But an injury is definitely not good for him. Dan Montez went down, so it's like, man, I don't want to see any more injuries, bro. We got to get healthy. And if we got to keep those guys out, man, through the preseason games, then let them be out, man, and just go into the season, hopefully as close to 100% as possible, man. But, yeah, man, I'm just – the Kobe Bryant injury, bro, it hurt. And if we can get him back between week 3 and 5, which I think is the timeline, then I think our guys that are backing up, like the Cam Lewis and Terrell Smith, if he's still on.
For sure, Xavier, 3-minute time limit, but love what you said, man. I think that is very important for a lot of things that you said. But C-Dub, what you got?
That was a very interesting little point you put out there about a quarterback throwing for 4,000 without a 1,000-yard receiver. First, I thought, man, that's crazy. That's insane. That could not happen. But then when I look at the list of guys, like Drew Brees for the most yards in NFL history, he threw for 5,026 yards and 69 yards with no 1,000-yard receiver. It's gotta be insane. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Namath. That's insane. So, but when I look at this team right here with Caleb, I think Luther Burden is due 4,000, maybe 1,200 yards, something like that. I don't even think Rome going to get a 1,000 yards. I definitely think, I'm sure the most of Colston Loveland, he's going to get 1,000 yards. He's going to own the middle. He's going to own the middle of the field. Nobody go in the middle of the field without his permission. It won't happen. I think it will have multiple 1,000-yard receivers. With the injuries and stuff like that, we talked extensively about it. It's about opportunity and making sure that you can supplement those injuries with players that's competent enough to hold down the fortress until the guy comes back. So But 4,000 yards without 1,000-yard receiver seems impossible, but it's possible, nephew. That's crazy.
It's absolutely possible. I believe it can be, but I think that the Chicago Bears are going to keep their best players on the field more often than not. So I'm gonna go with it's possible, but I think that we're definitely going to have at least, at minimum, 2 guys over 1,000 yards. I'm predicting 3. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me. I think this offense, because they talk a lot about explosiveness, you're going to see a lot of explosive things happening. That's what Luther Burden, Roma Dunze, and Colston Loveland, my 3 guys over 1,000 yards. How they do it? I don't give a damn how they do it. Just do it.
Just do it, Nike.
Just do it. Just Nike. Just do it. But I do love the what you said. But the injuries are a part of the game. They do suck. But we're going to see what happens, man. We still got time. But, hey, we appreciate the call, Xavier. C-Dub, we're going to get into this last one. This last one is from Fred.
Fred.
Cognac boys, what up, man? Be your boy Fred. What it do, man? Hey, man, I've been hearing a lot of good things about my boy Austin Booker, man. I know a lot of people, still don't believe in him because of the injuries. Okay, he had injuries, for the first time in his career, though. It's part of the game, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But I heard Booker been taking names, kicking ass at camp. Him and the boy Jordan Vandenberg, man. People better watch out, man. I think our D-line gonna be better than what it is, man. I think him and Booker gonna have double-digit sacks together. You know what I'm saying? I think our defense gonna be better, though, even though Kobe Bryant got hurt, though. But you know what? I think we gonna be good, though, man. I'm definitely looking to see, how Lewis gonna fit at safety. He looked like he's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He still probably got a little thing, to work on far as that safety position, though. But as long as our D-line is getting pressure on quarterbacks, making the DB job easy, like, our defense, I think we'll be probably in the top 10. We ain't going to be at the bottom like we was last season, though. Even though a lot of people saying that we got an edge. Yeah, we could have got an edge, but I think Ryan Foles, he believes in Booker, though. I believe in Booker, I believe him since we drafted him, what I'm saying? I wish that he would have got more time, more snaps his rookie year, even though we had that punk-ass Matt Eberflus as our coach at the time, though. Didn't know what the hell he was doing, but that's, what I'm saying, in the past, though. But I can't wait till we go out here and smack everybody in the mouth. I can't wait till we smack Green Bay's mouth. But the thing I want them to go put the shut their mouth is Jacksonville head coach. Because you ain't got no business, bro, speaking on our quarterback. Worry about that ugly-ass Trevor Lawrence, overrated ass, and your team, dog. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like, you tired of them talking about Caleb, tell the rest of the teams that's on our schedule to stop Caleb. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. Other than that, man, shut the fuck up. Sorry for the language, but I have to tell them that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of motherfuckers disrespecting my quarterback. Don't get me wrong. Even though I won 2-3 when we drafted Caleb because I felt like we gave up on Justin too soon, but Caleb has shown that he could be a franchise quarterback for us, though. However, the left tackle spot, I still got some concern about that because I do not want nobody lighting Caleb ass up from that blind side because we got to have somebody, we can trust. Braxton, hopefully he can step it up. You know what I'm saying? If he step it up, that'll be good. You know what I'm saying? So Isaac get back. And it's like, once Isaac get back, our line going to be, you know what I'm saying? Our line is incredible anyway. I'm going to say that. Fucking incredible. Our running game going to be more dominant than what people think our running game ain't going to be. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to.
All right, Fred, you got cut off there, but you had a lot of good things to say. First of all, the first thing about Austin Booker, great ending to the season. Put it on wax for the full season. That's all we need. Yes. That's all we need. If people doubt you, make them a believer. Is it? And it comes with your play on the football field. You had a great preseason last year. I don't know. C-Dub, I might sound crazy, but he getting limited reps in preseason, bro, because we need your ass for the regular season. For real. Limited reps. You don't need to be out there too long. And then when it comes to the left tackle position, hey, figure it out. I'm hearing Jedrick Wills is gaining some ground. May the best man win. I hope they just figure this shit out. When it comes to Liam Cohen, Mr. Duval, I'm with you. Shh. Shut the fuck up. What you got, bro?
Hey, when it comes to the hate on Caleb Williams, you don't get irritated by it, because do you know what it signifies? That you up there, your collar's up there. You ain't doing nothing right unless you got some haters, bro. And Caleb got, I think he the most hated up in the NFL and the most loved in Chicago. Now I'm gonna get on your rage baited self talking about 10th best defense. I hope it's that way. But don't you dare say they're going to be in the top 10 on defense. In what way, in what world are they going to be top 10? Who we have on the defensive side that's a splash player? Who? No one. Ain't no damn top 10.
We gonna see how it all shakes out, man. But hey, appreciate the call, Fred. Appreciate the calls from the other fellas, man. C-Dub, what you got left, bro?
Hey, man, next week, first preseason live call with the Chicago Bears Central. Make sure you guys are there, man. I cannot wait. I hope C-Ball play like one possession, bro.
You might see him the week after. Yeah, you might see him the week after. It's okay. We can cheer for Beijing, right? We good.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna cheer for Tyson, bro. TB,
bro.
TB 17.
Fuck is you talking about? But hey, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Appreciate the callers on today's Mailbag episode. For those that were listening today, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want to be a part of the Mailbag, simple process. Pick up your phone, dial the number 773-242-9336. That is it from us today. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. Man, y'all already know. We're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Chi-Town up and bet down, baby. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.